Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today I'm sharing all of the Book of the Month books on my physical TBR. So I thought it would be fun to share these Book of the Month books with you by Goodreads rating. So I'm going to start at the lowest average rating on Goodreads and go up to the highest. And let's just begin. The lowest on Goodreads.
Here's what I found.
My Siri thought I was talking to it. No, Siri. Okay, the lowest on Goodreads with a, let's check, 3.63 average is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. This is a psychological suspense thriller about a woman who believes her Greek professor is a murderer. And so a murder happens on a university campus, it sounds like, and she is kind of going crazy trying to prove that this man, this professor, killed someone. I really liked Alex Michaelides' other that I read called The Silent Patient, and I think that this one has had really mixed reviews, so I'm intrigued to see if I like it or not. Clocking it at a 3.7, we have The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. This one sounds like a locked room mystery set in an apartment building in Paris. I love Paris. I have been there 3 times, and I think that this one sounds really good. However, I'm not so sure about Lucy Foley's writing. I've read The Hunting Party, I've read The Guest List, and it's also formulaic. I'm assuming this one's similar, set or read by different perspectives of all the people stuck in this building, and it looks like it. So it could be good. I'm intrigued by the locked door or locked room mystery. All of them are stuck in their own spaces, and I think that sounds kind of different for a mystery. So I don't know. Also have heard mixed reviews on this one. We'll see if I like it or not. Going a little bit higher, we have a 3.73 rating on Goodreads, This Close to Okay by Lisa Cross Smith. This was my very first book of the month, December of 2020. That's when I started book of the month. And this one sounds like it's about a man and a woman. One of them is about to jump off of a bridge and the other one convinces them not to. And so it's about their relationship and how they are intertwined by that event, but then also other things that are going on in their lives. This one sounds really awesome, but the average rating is not so good. So I don't know. I do like strong character development, and that's what this sounds like this book has. So I'm looking forward to it. Next, at 3.78, we have Harlem Shuffle by Colson Whitehead. I have read one other Colson Whitehead, The Underground Railroad. I think I even have it on my shelf somewhere. But I'm also intrigued to read The Nickel Boys. I've heard that one is really good. So this one looks like it is about heists, shakedowns, ripoffs set in Harlem in the 1960s. It is a family saga, which is a buzzword for me. I love family sagas, especially multi-generational. I don't think that one is for this case, but it also is like a crime novel. I'm just reading this from the blurb. A hilarious morality play, a social novel about race and power, and ultimately a love letter to Harlem. So like I said, I've read Underground Railroad. I did like the writing from what I remember, so I'm excited to pick this one up. Next, at a 3.78, we have Things We Lost to the Fire by Eric Nguyen. This is about a Vietnamese family who is escaping from Vietnam during, I would assume, the Vietnam War, and they land in New Orleans. And so it is all about their struggles and trying to remain connected to their family back in Vietnam. This one I haven't heard hardly anything about, so I don't know. I'm not looking forward to reading it as much. My most recent book of the month is Woman of Light by Kali Fajardo-Anstine, and this one has a 3.88 average rating on Goodreads. This one is about 5 generations of a indigenous Chicano family in the American West. 5 generations, count me in. Sounds like it's gonna be awesome. I haven't seen anybody reading this one yet, and so maybe I'll be one of the first, but I think that the sunset is so beautiful, and you can see this woman is riding on a horse with her child. So I think this one sounds really awesome. At a 3.95, we have a suspense mystery thriller, Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. This one says there's more than one way to end a marriage, and I think this is about a woman who kills her husband, question mark. It's a twisty domestic thriller that asks one central question: shouldn't a dead husband stay dead? You would think. Anyway, I think this is one of my, this was my first one, maybe November 2020. I don't know which was my earliest book of the month. When did I start? I don't know, but this is like a whole year's worth of book of the months that I have not read, so gotta get to them eventually. Then at a 3.98, we have The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. I probably really butchered the pronunciation of all of those names. This one is about an Ecuadorian woman who dies and invites all of her family down to Ecuador to hear about their inheritance. And the family is really hoping to also learn the secrets that Orquídea Divina held in her lifetime. This one, again, has that buzzword for me, family saga, generational family saga, but I've also heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people love it, some people, it's one of their worst reads, and so I am still looking forward to it, though. Another more recent acquisition from Book of the Month is Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. 4.06 on Goodreads. I have heard a lot about Nina LaCour, but I think that this is her first foray into adult fiction. She's written a lot of young adult. And this one, I believe, is about two women who are on a star-crossed journey toward each other. It has LGBTQ representation. I would love to get it in June, but I don't know if that's going to happen. This one sounds really good. And a 4.06 on Goodreads is nothing to scoff at. Is that a word? Sure. One that is highly anticipated for me is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. What was this on Goodreads? A 4.08. I need to get to this one ASAP. It'd be awesome if you voted for it down below. But this one follows four famous siblings in Malibu. Obviously, it's in the title. And I think it only covers a 24-hour period. Their lives change forever in this day. So I really want to read this one, and especially before her next book comes out, because I think that Carrie Soto is back, follows a character in Malibu Rising. So I would love to get to this one very soon. We're down to the top three. With a 4.19, we have The People We Keep by Allison Larkin. This one sounds like a songwriter who is trying to find her place in the world. She is searching for found family, not necessarily the family she was born into, but also just trying to find a place where she belongs. So this one sounds more lyrical, more literary fiction, which sometimes is good, but also I found the pacing is a little slow, so we'll see, but it has a really good rating, so I'm sure it'll be good. Next, at a 4.3, is Kaikai by Vaishnavi Patel. And this is maybe the one in this stack of 12 or 13 books that I'm most looking forward to. It's really popular right now. It is a retelling of a goddess of India, and it sounds like it's a tale of fate, family, courage, and heartbreak. It's about an extraordinary woman determined to leave her mark in a world where gods and men dictate the shape of things to come. So sounds like a strong woman. Really looking forward to it, and I just think the cover is beautiful. So that is Kaikai at what did I say? 4.3, getting pretty up there. And the highest rated on Goodreads that I have on my shelves of the Book of the Month books is Don't Cry for Me by Daniel Black, and it is rated average, a 4.35. This one is about a Black father trying to make amends with his gay son through letters written on his deathbed. And I think that epistolary novels read so quickly, and they're just so great to get into the minds of the characters. And so I'm really looking forward to this one. I didn't realize it was the highest? I didn't realize it was the highest rated of all of the Book of the Months I have. And so that makes me really want to pick it up sooner rather than later. So those are the 13 books on my physical shelves of Book of the Months that I have. I would love it if you would comment down below which one I should pick up next. I'm working on getting a new prompt in my deck of TBR game that says viewer chosen and then whatever shelf I choose. So I'm doing these TBR videos for all of the unread books on my TBR. I will link that playlist up above, and please consider looking at all of those videos and commenting what books I should pick up on those. I've done classics and historical fiction so far. Book of the month is a little weird because it's not necessarily a genre, but I have so many of them that I thought they could be their own video. So please comment down below which one I should pick up next. Like this video on your way out. Consider subscribing if you like my content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!